due course time, we all have started new activities. So I have started a new novel which is Mary Barton, and it is written by Elizabeth Gaskell. So it's the first novel which is written by her in 1848, and its setting is kept in Manchester, England. The most important point about this novel is its subtitle. If a novel has a subtitle in it, so it's the most important point about it from the exam point of view, because many questions are asked from it. Okay, so let me talk about its subtitle. The subtitle for this novel is The Tale of Manchester's Life. Okay, so it's very important to keep it in mind. Okay, talking about the story, it's based on Victorian working class family. So these were the key facts. Now let us discuss about its plot. The novel begins in the fields outside Manchester with two families, Wilsons and Bartons. These two families were discussing about their old friendship. Talking about Wilsons, one is the head of the family, which is George Wilson, then his wife is Jane Wilson, then their twin babies, and the last is Jem Wilson. Talking about Bartons is the head of the family is John Barton, then his wife, Mrs. Mary Barton, and their 13 years old daughter, whose name is Mary Barton. On the one side, George Wilson and John Barton, they were talking about Esther. Esther is Mrs. Mary Barton's sister. Okay, she was the sister of Mrs. Mary Barton, and George Wilson and John Barton, they were talking about Esther, that she's a vagrant and had disappeared some days before. And on the other side, Mrs. Wilson and Mrs. Barton were talking about their family matters. Later that night, both the families gathered at the tea, and Mrs. Mary Barton tells her daughter to invite Alice Wilson, who is a sick nurse. Later the next night, unfortunately, Mrs. Mary Barton and her baby died. And John Barton thinks that Esther, Mrs. Mary Barton's sister, is the only reason for this. 3 years later, Mary Barton becomes a dressmaker, and John Barton involves himself in trade union so that he could do welfare activities for the mill workers. 1 year later, Alice Wilson introduces Mary to Margaret and her grandfather Jobleg, and that Margaret is slowly becoming blind. She is involved in the profession of sewing, but she wants to become a singer and wants a singing job. Margaret and Mary become good friends. Meanwhile, Mary had attractions for Harry Carson, who is a wealthy mill owner's son. Okay, and Mary barely speaks to Jem, but Jem really loves Mary. What happens next is Carson's mills burns down, and John Barton is out of work, and the Wilsons must solely depend on Jem's income. So, talking about why Mary loves Harry Carson, as he is a wealthy mill owner, and marrying him while marrying him, she can lift her father out of poverty. Soon thereafter, Wilson's twin babies becomes ill and they die. Mary goes to the family, and when she speaks comfortingly to Jem, Jem cannot resist telling her that he really loves her. He really loves her. Then Mary, without saying anything, she returns back to her home. She thinks that it's such a tragic time, and in this kind of tragic time, he is confessing love for her. Meanwhile, John Barton, with a delegation, went to London to provide welfare to the workers. Mary decides not to see Harry Carson in her father's absence, but her confidante Sally Ladbitter, receives a letter from Harry Carson, and she gives this letter to Mary. Mary has just learned of George's demise, and she went there to the Wilsons' house to see what's happening. John returns depressed as the Parliament refused to see his delegation. Then Mary asks Jobleg and Margaret to help comfort her father. Job reads a poem and Barton asks her daughter Mary to copy that poem, and that she does. On a Valentine that Jem had once sent her. Life continues to get worse for the Bartons as John is not able to find any kind of work. When Mary visits Jane Wilson, then she learns that Jem is doing well in Canada and supposedly to marry another girl. Mary is distressed by this news as well as Alice's sudden deafness. Weeks later, Bartons found long-lost Esther, who is now a prostitute, and she tries to warn John Barton for Harry and Mary relation. But Barton pushes Esther away and she lands in prison for a month. Soon after this event, Jem again comes to Mary with the proposal to marry her, but she refuses him again. While hearing this, Jem rushes out, telling her not to blame him if he becomes a murderer or a drunkard. After Jem is gone, Mary discovers that she loves him. She tells Harry that she doesn't want to see him ever again in her life. Harry agrees with the words of Mary, but he describes Sally Ladbitter, that he will not give up Mary without a fight. Harry continues to pursue Mary and Jem never visits. Margaret comes with the news to Mary that she has seen Jem in her singing tour and he is doing very well in his work. The next day what happens is Mary visits Wilson's and Alice's nephew Will. The sailor arrives. Some days after that, Mary spends a jovial evening with Job, Alice, Will and Margaret. And after hearing Margaret singing, Will fell in love with Margaret. When Esther is released from prison, what happens is she rushes to Jem and tells everything about Harry and Mary's relation. Then Jem comes to Harry to find out what's going on, whether he loves Mary or not. Then both the men have a quarrel. Then a policeman comes there and separated them while fighting. Will comes to Mary to say goodbye to her as he has to leave to the Isle of Man to catch his ship. That evening, John Barton, grumpy as ever, goes somewhere. That same night, Carson's family got the news that Harry had been murdered by a shot to his head. Mary learns that Jem has been arrested as the prime suspect for this murder. Mary found that instead of Jem, her father is a murderer. She tried to find out that kind of way with which she can prove Jem's innocence. Mary tried to find out many evidences by which she can prove that Jem is innocent. But at last, she did it with the help of Will. Meanwhile, this ongoing process made Mary ill, and Mr. and Mrs. Ben Sturgis looked after her. After Mary recovers, she goes back to her home to look after her father, John Barton, who is now not long to live. Realizes that even though Jem has not been convicted for Harry's murder, but his reputation for Job is spoiled. Mr. Carson arrives and John Barton finally confesses his guilt to all and asks them all for forgiveness. At first, Mr. Carson refuses for forgiveness, but when he reads the Bible, he found an epiphany. Then Harry Carson visits to Barton's home and forgives him. Then Barton dies. Jem gets a job in Canada and prepares to move there with Mary. Meanwhile, Carson looks for the ways to help to improve the factory workers' lives. Years later, Jem and Mary are happily married and lives in Canada with their son, Johnny. And Will and Margaret have a happy married life. And Margaret had an operation that restores her eyes.